My name is Jessica Schmid, and this is case study number 3. Today I want to talk about how I go about training new staff on the clients that I am working with. First, we start out by giving them a brief overview of the client and then basic descriptions of job requirements, including things like paperwork, timesheets, and all that fun stuff. But then we kind of get more into the requirements for each individual client that the staff will be working with. And we do this using behavior skills training. This is an evidence-based practice that is often used for teaching new skills. It typically has 6 different steps, including giving them instructions, providing written instructions, demonstrating or modeling the skill, and then having the new staff practice it or role play it, then providing them feedback and continuing to practice the skill until it has been mastered. One way that my company does this is they use this document that I have put on the right that gives an opportunity for the lead staff to write 5 different programs that are extra important for that client and that they want to be able to see the new staff perform with good treatment integrity, as well as other things such as the reward systems and the communication with caregivers and handling challenging behavior and other paperwork that they need to be able to do independently before their training ends. I felt this has been really helpful in making sure that I, as a lead staff, am going through these thoroughly, defining them, making sure they understand what it is, making sure that they have seen me do it, whether that is with a client or role-playing it to demonstrate it to them, and then making sure that they've had the opportunity to implement it themselves and receive feedback. I think that continued training and support is important. I don't believe that training is a one and done. One way that I think continued learning can occur is, number 1, the BCBA will hold responsibility for supervising and providing feedback for those clients. But me as a lead, I think I can do this during my team meetings. When I'm describing new programs to them, I can provide written notes so that they can refer back to them when they have questions during sessions, and I can model to them what the program is supposed to look like and give them the opportunity to practice it during team meetings, and then give time to provide feedback from both myself and the BCBA. I think this is one way that we can continue that training and support, because we all need continued training support, and we're all going to continue to learn and grow no matter where we are in the company and what positions we have and how much experience that we have. Now, when it comes to measuring internal and external validity, I believe that one way we do this within my company is the use of competency assessments. Of course, before they become certified behavior technicians, they have to pass this competency assessment. So after I go through all that training and we fill out the behavior skills training sheet, then I will pass that on to the BCBA, and they will actually observe them with the clients that they have been working with and ensure that they are able to implement those skills with fidelity. They will also have a competency assessment regarding the behavioral concepts to make sure that the staff are able to understand what those are and implement them correctly. I also think, though, that social validity is very important. This is because maybe what I feel I am doing while training a staff, I think that it's being effective. But what I think is important is to make sure that they feel that it's effective. And the reality is I can't know that without asking them. So this is not something that we do within my company, but something that I would like to implement because I feel like it may be helpful for us to know whether or not our training is effective for the particular individual, because everyone has different ways of learning. So I have put together a little survey that we could probably give not only at the end of their training, but maybe consistently throughout the year, like every quarter, to ensure that our staff are feeling like they are being trained and that they have leaders that they can turn to for any questions. So some of the things that I put in here were specifically for training and team meetings to ensure that they feel confident with the material that they're being taught and that they feel confident that they can implement it afterwards. I also put in a section for communication and interpersonal skills for leadership roles to see if the staff themselves feel like they can be communicated to effectively. And then lastly, I put dependability to see whether or not the staff feel that their leaders are dependable. This is not something that we have implemented, but I do feel like with some review from my supervisor, maybe it is something that we can implement in the future to make sure that we are getting those social validity measures. That's all. Thank you.